Did you send 3 of your guys to Milwaukee?
I thought about it. I sent 1 for sure. See, this is the slow side over here.
You got an extra $250,000 on you.
I don't, but you know, Pop didn't lose it either, I don't think, right? It was the team.
What are your thoughts on that?
No, I don't like it. No, just don't like it. I think we should have our, you know, I do get the other side of it, but it's a tough one. You got to coach your team to win in the long run, and you got to do whatever you need to do. If that's sitting players, you sit players, and you know, so it's a tough one.
As a coach, do you worry about near the end of the season where most teams who are playoff members look to give their guys rest and this?
I'm not going to give it a lot of thought, honestly. Listen, we'll do it when we want to do it, and we should be able to do it. And it could be early in the season, end of the season. You know, now if we give a guy off because he has a family thing, or you know, it's just so many things here. So hopefully we all figure it out.
Is this thing kind of a slippery slope, though?
I guess, you know, it looks like it. But, again, let's just, you know, I think it was an action and a reaction, personally. And I thought the reaction was probably overdone yesterday, and then all of a sudden you have to have an action. So let's just hope we figure it out.
Do you think this fine will keep coaches from sitting players?
I doubt it. I doubt it. I mean, you got to do whatever is going to help your team win, a coach is going to do, because if you don't and it hurts your team, then you're the one that won't be around. So, you know, you got to do whatever's best for your team.
Just get to the point where coaches just make up reasons why they would sit a player.
Yeah, I hope not. You know, I think you guys would love us, to be honest.
Right.
Of course, we're not, but you would love us to do that.
Start doing that?
Yeah, I'll start tomorrow. I'm first.
Did you send KG, Pierce, and Rondo on a Southwest flight?
No, I probably wouldn't. Though I don't know the one game. Well, they stayed in Jersey last year, so they didn't have to fly. Yeah, they actually got to stay in the 4 seasons. That's pretty nice. That's a nice deal. Yeah, yeah.
What do you think of the 2-game suspension? Is it more or less than you expected?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't, you know, probably I didn't know what to expect, honestly. I didn't know it was going to be 1, 2, or whatever.
How going to handle the point guard situation over the next couple of games?
Well, everyone's going to be the point guard. You know, I told our guys, the entire team has to be ready for ball handling duties. You know, it left us in a pretty tough spot, but we should be able to play through this and win games still.
Did you cut out the majority of the offense with Rondo? Did you cut out the majority of the offense that you had?
We could put some motion stuff in, which we already had in. So you cut out some of the stuff, but we should be able to run offense.
And previously, you obviously had Paul bring the ball up quite a bit.
Yeah.
See more of that. Is that a natural inclination?
Well, we did that. You know, last year we had a nice run doing that one stretch because we had, you know, a couple. You know, Avery was healthy, which helped too. So, but I think again, Courtney will handle the ball. LB will handle the ball. Jet will handle the ball. Paul, Jeff. We got a lot of ball handlers. None of them are point guards. You know, but you can still start your offense, and once the first pass activates the offense, you should be able to run offense.
Who will start today?
Courtney.
Looking across the locker room at their point guard, what impresses you most about Lillard?
Besides him being a great point guard, a lot. I love him. I think he does everything good and right. He plays with a great demeanor. That's what stands out more than his play, actually. It's his demeanor. You know, doesn't get too high, too low. Doesn't show a lot of expression. He just plays the game the right way. He's a point guard far beyond his years in the pick and roll. You know, they ran all pick and roll in college. I mean, he got the ball every time, and he ran it. You can see that did him well. Instead of in college, most of the time they put him in these systems. And, you know, he should thank his coach. He put him in pick and roll and told him, you run the offense, and really prepared him for this league. But he does everything well. I mean, he is an impressive player. And to me, obviously, the physical part you see, but the mental part to me is what I see that goes far beyond his years.
Chris and Jeff tonight, are they ready to go?
Yeah. Chris is not going to play much, and honestly, if I don't have to play Chris, I will not play Chris. But Jeff is fine.
Have you talked to Rajon? What's his reaction to the suspension?
Not happy. I mean, but it is what it is. I mean, he expected it. He didn't know what it was going to be, but we didn't make a big deal of it.
Obviously, you never want to lose a key player like Rajon, but you often see teams will kind of rally around that situation. Are you hoping to see that out of this group?
Well, my answer would have to be yes on that. Yeah, I do. I mean, they have to prove they can play. I mean, we can function. We did in Brooklyn when Rondo didn't play, and we played pretty well. Had a chance to win that game against a tough team and atmosphere. So we've done it. But you have to be prepared for injuries or suspensions or whatever. You know, your team in the 82-game schedule, you're not going to be perfect every night with the exact lineup that you want, the exact guys. And this is one of those situations.
I think that was called 2007, 2008, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I mean,
yeah.
you were perfect pretty much every night then.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, we had a lot of guys. So.
You mentioned
where's the swelling with Jeff's knee? Did that completely go away, or is it still lingering a little bit?
I have no idea, honestly. He had a knee pad or whatever they put on their knees, and so I didn't pull it down and check it. I don't even know what knee. You know, I just know he had knee swelling. You know, when a trainer tells you, he doesn't even actually say he has a left or right. So I guess I should know that, but I don't. And but he looked good. Honestly, he moved around really well in shoot around this morning. So we're viewing him as 100%.
You mentioned you might try to sit Chris a little bit tonight. Does that mean more of that smaller lineup with Brandon and Jared? Does that mean more Jason?
Probably a little bit of both. You know, that's part of our rotation that we really haven't gotten right yet, in my opinion. It's a tough one, you know, because none of them are playing great, honestly, and we have to get a group to play great when Kevin walks off the floor. You know, we're losing games every time Kevin walks off the floor. 14-9 when he walked off the floor the other night, and the game changed.
Doc, after Wednesday's loss in practice yesterday, is there something that you're looking for out of your team tonight?
Yeah, but we don't have the time. You know, but yeah, there's things that we're definitely looking for. You know, we're not going to play perfect ball. You know, and each player is not going to play perfectly, but we just need each player to really get into his role, to shorten it.
Defensively tonight with Lillard, do you plan on putting Lee on him at all, or do you think you'll stick with?
Well, I'm going to put Courtney on him a lot, and you know, and then go from there and see. You know, he's a tough cover, and they run a lot of pick and rolls, and they run a pick and roll with another guy named Aldridge is really good. And, you know, the fear of a pick and roll is when two good players come together. That makes a play hard to guard, and they do it a lot, and they should.
We've seen Courtney try to get up into some point guards and give that pressure defense that we saw from Avery. Is he capable of that? He
is capable. I don't know yet if he's capable at the point or at the two, but he is capable. There's no doubt about that. He's shown flashes. You know, again, in the Brooklyn game, he guarded Joe extremely well in Brooklyn. And I thought he gave us energy the other night as well. And I thought in Orlando, he changed the game for us when we moved him to the point defensive position. So he can do it. We're still trying to evaluate what's his better position doing it at, where he can make the most impact defensively.
Doc, with Rondo out, changes your role a little bit too in terms of calling out offense, what you want.
Yeah, either that or lessons is because I said, guys, we have two plays, just figure it out one way or the other. So it does. I mean, obviously, it's when you don't have a point guard, it doesn't matter what point guard, especially with Rondo, as a coach, you know, you have to really try to get your team to play as simple as possible and in something that they can function at full speed.
Did you ever get an explanation for your technical on Wednesday?
No. Don't get me started. I'm in a good mood, all right? All right. So,
did you ask? Did you?
I did.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.